Have you ever wondered how the world found itself in the throes of the deadliest conflict in human history? It all began with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles in 1919, marking the end of World War I. But this peace treaty sowed the seeds for the next World War. The treaty left Germany feeling humiliated and economically crippled, creating fertile grounds for the rise of a totalitarian regime. In the same era, Italy and Japan also saw the rise of similar regimes. Benito Mussolini in Italy, Adolf Hitler in Germany, and Emperor Hirohito in Japan capitalized on the prevailing discontent and began their march towards war. Meanwhile, the policy of appeasement adopted by Britain and France allowed Hitler to annex Austria and Czechoslovakia without any significant opposition. These nations hoped to avoid war, but their inaction only emboldened Hitler and made war more likely. As Hitler's ambitions grew, so did the inevitability of a global war. The stage was set, the players ready, and on the 1st of September 1939, World War II began. This epic conflict started with the invasion of Poland by Germany, a move that defied the Treaty of Versailles and shocked the world. This act of aggression marked the birth of the Axis powers led by Germany, Italy, and Japan, and the formation of the Allies, initially comprising the United Kingdom, France, and China. The war quickly escalated with major events unfolding one after the other. In June 1940, France fell to the relentless German blitzkrieg. This left the United Kingdom alone to face the Axis onslaught, leading to the Battle of Britain. The British skies were filled with the drone of German bombers, but the resilient British Royal Air Force defended their homeland with tenacity and courage. While Britain held the line in the west, the east was not peaceful. In June 1941, Hitler made the fateful decision to invade the Soviet Union, breaking the non-aggression pact between the two nations. This opened up a new front, stretching the German forces thin, and leading to some of the deadliest battles in history on the Eastern Front. As if the world wasn't already aflame enough, another major event occurred in December 1941. The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, a surprise military strike on the United States naval base in Hawaii, led to the US entering the war. This brought the total number of countries involved in the conflict to a staggering 56. Each event, each decision, each battle brought more countries into the fray, expanding the reach of this global conflict. The war was truly unleashed, affecting the lives of millions around the world. From the bustling streets of London to the quiet farms of Poland, from the snowy expanse of Russia to the sunny shores of Hawaii, no corner of the world was untouched by the war. As the world was engulfed in war, the tide began to turn against the Axis powers. The stage was set for a shift in momentum, a turning point that would decide the fate of nations in the course of history. But that is a story for another time. The year 1942 marked a turning point in the war, with the Axis powers beginning to lose ground. As the year progressed, a series of decisive battles shifted the momentum of the war. One of the most significant was the Battle of Stalingrad. This brutal confrontation, fought during the harsh Russian winter, marked the first major defeat of Hitler's armies. The loss at Stalingrad was a severe blow to Germany's military strength and morale, and it marked the beginning of a relentless Soviet advance that would not stop until it reached the heart of Berlin. Meanwhile, halfway across the world, another crucial battle was raging. The Battle of Midway, fought in the Pacific, was a decisive victory for the Allied forces. The United States, employing superior intelligence and tactics, managed to sink 4 of Japan's aircraft carriers, dealing a crippling blow to the Japanese Navy. But the war was far from over. In June of 1944, the Allies launched the D-Day invasion, a massive amphibious assault on the beaches of Normandy. This marked the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany as Allied forces began their push towards Berlin. The final act of the war was as shocking as it was devastating. In August 1945, the United States dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The destruction was unimaginable, and the human cost was staggering. These bombings brought Japan to its knees, leading to its unconditional surrender and marking the end of World War II. On September 2, 1945, World War II came to a devastating end, leaving an indelible mark on the world. The war had involved more than 30 countries and resulted in the death and displacement of millions of people. It had forever altered the global landscape and set the stage for a new world order. The lessons of World War II continue to resonate today, a stark reminder of the horrors of war and the importance of striving for peace. World War II was a cataclysmic event that changed the course of history. A global conflict. It saw the eruption of historic battles, the involvement of countless nations, and its conclusion heralded a new era. Its aftermath brought forth the United Nations as a beacon of peace, and simultaneously, the onset of the Cold War. This war, etched in our collective memory, underscores the profound cost of conflict, yet also the unyielding spirit of humanity in the face